Hi, the Brian Clan. How are you? Then why is it saying that we're not live? Oh, now it is. Okay. Never mind. All right, I think. I can just fix that stuff here. Whoops. Okay. That. Okay. Hey there. Hold on. Why can't I do that? No, I don't want to do that. Hey, Deb on the Move, Gail Clark, Jessica. I'm a Bird Robin. Soup for a group. Soup for a group. You're brand new, huh? Soup for a group? Did you bring soup for the group? Angie Wi-Fi, you're brand new too. Welcome. Silky Chicken, Elise K. Suri, Mary Kim, Geraldine. I think you're pretty new as well. Kel's Lovin' Life. I think you're pretty new as well. Terry, Lynn Lewis, Michelle Kite, Laughing Lori, BJ Church. No Time, you're brand new. Is this your first chat, No Time? Welcome. Tamara, Peggy K, Pitbull, Liza. Brand new as well, huh? Lots of new people in here. Let's see. Leslie, brand new too. Ranger Red, hey Tico, you're back. You are. Oh my gosh. Pandora's Karma, your best friend, Open Minds, hi. You still watch all my replays. Okay, thank you, Open Minds. Surf Girl, Kristen Freer, great video earlier. Thank you, Kristen. And Deborah Gordon, let me see. Mandy. Oh, you've been waiting, Melissa? Okay. Yeah, I looked at your picture there. That looks very suspect to me, right? Thank you, Melissa. Janae, Two Scooter, you're brand new and you have a wrench. Wow, it's good. Somebody must like you here. Danielle, I haven't been drinking or anything. Just weird today. Sassy, Linda, how are you? Linda Irby. I don't think that's our Linda Irby. Linda, you just got a whatchamacallit, a badge. That can't be our Linda Irby. Weren't you just in the comments saying, yay, yay, I just became a detective or a deputy or something like that? And now I don't see this Linda Irby with the badge. I wonder if that's just a glitch. Is that you, Linda? I don't see your badge. Newfie, how are you? That's weird. I'm just seeing something and okay. I don't know. I'll see. Posh. I haven't had a chance to go through my emails. I've got a lot of emails today. Did you send proof of all that stuff to me? I'll have to look. Shannon, let's see here. Sorry, how are you, Ohio Italian lady? You've been to a lot. You have on Bluetooth. Oh, you don't get to chat, usually cleaning. Well, cleaning is good. Jolene May, Carol Boyce, Carol Clark, Char G. You've been missing all. We've been missing you. Barbara DeLoves, anything new? Yeah, well, there's a little stuff new with Lori. We're going to go over that in a second. Bring it to you for opinion. I trust and respect. Okay, yeah, I mean, I looked at it a little bit. I really want to do some inspection, but it does look like there's different colors there. and the candle itself that's over looks very small, so that's like a tremendous amount of wax, it would seem. And then there is something on that microfiber couch, and she was searching for that repair kit or something. So I'm not sure. Teresa, let's see. So, and there's just Joe Hoff. There's so many that I missed a lot of you, and I'm sorry. Monica, I'll see you guys later. Deborah, but I get in trouble if it's too many. It's too long for hellos. You're a sergeant, but I saw your badge in the comments though. Maybe it's going to take some time to show up or something. I saw your badge in the comments. I don't know. That's why I was hoping you were not an imposter. Okay, maybe it is going to take a while to show up or something. Maybe there's a glitch on YouTube. Who knows? Okay, hi, Susan. So, Kathy, applaud your stand. Yeah. So let's go to, being that you're all talking about that video, there is some woman, she's trying to be quite threatening in the comments, but she's being ridiculous, but it's this support, what is it, Christopher Watts fan club or some odd thing. Then she goes back to Mensa's channel, and she's not so tough over there, like, you know, she's telling me that I better watch out and I better lawyer up, because Mensa is a tough lady, and she's already taken someone to court and she's won, and she sent them out the door crying, and then somebody went in there and said, well, I'd like to just call them out because it's fun, because it's so ridiculous when you consider what Mensa's doing over there. So you're up. Hold on, because quiet, Carolyn, quiet. Okay, over here. Let's see where she was. I'm on the comments if you, but hang on. Sort these. Okay, so those are all. Mona said, I heard that CW's sister wanted to put her child up for adoption. She wasn't sure if it was her baby. Okay. So Classy Sucker says, this woman, Mensa, is not in the nutter community. She is too far detached from reality to qualify. She's most definitely part of the straitjacket community, with those that suffer from delusional stupidity. Miss Mensa is beyond the beyond. They are not fit to have anyone listening to them. That's not how I want to get to this. Where the heck is the one? So I was sent some additional stuff on this one and what she's done. Oh, Truth Seekers for Mr. Christopher Watts is her channel. And she says to me, you better lawyer up, lady. Mensa has already taken one person to court, and she won. You are committing libel and slander, really? On your channel about Miss Mensa. She has a right to free speech and to investigate the many inconsistencies and lies in this case. Truth doesn't care if you're a murder victim, and the truth always wins. It does always win. We can agree there, truth seekers. And then Tracy says, truth seekers from Mr. Christopher Watts. Mensa better watch her back. She's going to get physically hurt, and quite frankly, she deserves it. I really don't think Mommy is worried about going to court. The judge would laugh Mensa right out the door, and Mommy would mop the floor with her arse. She is as dumb as a sloth. I think sloths are, that's an insult to sloths, because they may be slow, but I don't think they're dumb. Also, Mommy has a right to free speech. Are you that dumb also? And then Truth Seeker says, Tracy Green, why are you commenting here and on Mensa's channel? Well, that's the same thing you're doing, Truth Seeker, just to let you know. Just saw your comment to Mensa not even 5 minutes ago, as if you are really concerned about her. I'll be sure and copy your comment and show her. Judge, laugh her out the door. Ha ha. Tell that to the lady who was just served with a jail sentence in community service for taking part in slandering Mensa, crying like a baby, and reading a note to the judge in court saying she didn't know how serious the situation was that she was taking part in. Now kick rocks, Ms. Green, and stop being two-faced. And then she comes right back again and puts the exact same comment, so she's in the copy and paste there. And I said to her, I'm really scared. I will not stop anything because I'm doing the right thing. Let her try to take me to court. Ha ha ha. And then Truth Seeker says, Mommy Roundling's blog, yeah, you should be. Especially the things you said about her on this video. I recorded it for proof. Good. You don't have to worry about recording it because it's there. Scooter then says, Truth Seekers from Mr. Christopher Watts, you can record it for proof, but it will be right here on this channel. MRB doesn't delete her videos, so point your lawyer here, tell the judge, and get the channel name right. And then Tracy Green says, Truth Seekers from Mr. Christopher Watts. Mommy has 3,000 views in a couple of hours. Pass on that to Lady Justice for me. And that is just how you know your channel is that's how you know your channel is amazing. Des Harris says, two scooter chick. LOL. It says like I think that she put something I think it's supposed to be Go Girl, LMAO. And then Ellen Marie says, Mensa has been taken down how many times now? I wonder why. Just a matter of time before Brenda is taken down again and slapped with a lawsuit. The Rusaks aren't playing. You are slandering them as well individually, and we have proof of that as well. Why is it free speech for Mensa to bash murder victims' family members, and yet it is slander and libel to point out truth or opinions about Mensa? Double standard? Let's see here. I think she was again over here somewhere. Gumshoe Graham. There's a, I thought there was another guy in here. Here's the other Einstein. I'm smarter than you are. So says, we have freedom in the United States of America. We have the right to hate or love anyone and express it. As long as the comments aren't threatening or bullying, it's fine. By the way, you are hurting her family more than any comments. Yeah, really? Okay. Didn't the family ask all of you FT YouTubers to stop exploiting this old closed case? You're just asking people to say even more negative things when you ask people not to. That's good. Okay, so then let's see. We got there. Calamity Jane said, we have freedom in the USA. We have a right to love or hate anyone and express it. Janae says, I'm smarter than you, so why are you here? Amy L. Smith, smarter than you, please, STFU. Vicky says, smarter than you, you need to change your name. It obviously does not fit you. And then I said, no, the family asked for channels like Mensa's to stop their lies, slander, and conspiracy. Nice try, though, LOL. And then Two Scooter said, Mommy Rambling's blog, that's exactly, there's an emoji, 100% right. That's what they asked. Great video. And then Des Harris said, Vicky Casper, ha 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 ha. Okay. Oh, and then see my comment. I've seen this see my comment in other places. She says, I don't know who would support Chris, but why support Shanann? She's long gone and buried, and people get killed every day. And then Tracy said, see my comment? Why not support Shanann? Shanann was murdered along with her 3 children for no reason whatsoever. Apart from wanting a new life, there are certain channels around here bashing Shanann constantly. See my comment. I followed Shanann from Facebook, her and her kids. It was kind of like you knew them. That's how Shanann made you feel. Shanann, her kids' creators channels, people all over the world replay them millions of times over and over again. See my comment? Hold on. I saw your comment, your name, and add shallow as you see my comment. Who's going to remember you? Maui Chickadee says, because these people are slandering Shanann, and she's not there to defend herself, so we will defend her, and we have since day one. And now all these vile people are back bashing a young pregnant mother that was an innocent murdered victim. We will fight in her corner and defend her again. And then Maui Chickadee gave the thumbs up to Tracy. And then, I'm smarter than you, says Tracy. Just because she died tragically, it doesn't make her a good person. And Tracy said, I'm smarter than you. Let it go. Because did they say to, let me see. Yeah, I think Smarter Than You deleted a comment because they had said, it's okay, just think of the kids, but let Shanann go or something like that. So Tracy's responding to that and said, let it go because the kids were innocent? Does that mean Shanann wasn't? Let it go when people like you, we'll let it go when people like you back off and stop bullying with your stupid comments like that you do not feel guilty when Shanann's family sees kids were innocent, say the kids were innocent, but Shanann wasn't innocent. What did Shanann do to make her deserve that? I see your comment. I'm smarter than you, but I'm much smarter. Oh, did they change your name again? Then Two Scooter says, it doesn't make her a bad person either. Karen Parton says, the case was against a cold-blooded murderer, CW, not the victims. Lord, how cold-hearted can one be? The least these people can do is respect the victims' families' wishes and stop slandering their names. They're going to keep it up until a lawsuit is filed against them for slander. I pray they do. Sue those cold-hearted liars. Carol Boy says, see my comment. That's the person's name, see my comment. There's something you're overlooking with that asinine statement. Why support Shanann? She's long gone and buried? On the contrary, these people keep digging her up and murdering her over and over again for their own mercenary gains. That is why there is a need to keep defending and supporting Shanann. Someone has to. Just because she is gone doesn't mean all the love and memories her family has is gone. That is all they have left of their daughter and grandchildren, and as long as these people keep trying to destroy that as well, we will fight for them. The fact that you could make such a thoughtless, unfeeling remark like that puts you in the same league with them. Des Harris says, Maui Chickadee, amen. And then I Am Michelle says, does anyone else find it ironic that the name Watts isn't mentioned for a few months and everyone thinks it's been laid to rest? R.I.P. Shanann, Bella, Cece, and Nico. And then maybe the Rusaks can heal a little bit, and wham, another Watts family member or family spokesperson starts this crap up again. Anyone blaming Shanann needs to be looking at the obvious other person in this god-awful tragedy. Ms. Minuscule, where is your proof of that of which you speak? Documents? Solid, undeniable, undisputable truth? You rely on Facebook for your narrative. That's some great detective work. And she put, clapping hands emojis. Go play with your cats. Oh, she has cats? Oh, poor cats. You are getting older by the second, and so are your false narratives. At the end of the day, your point of view is really irrelevant, isn't it? Isn't it, Brenda? That's what it says. Okay, so let's see. I think that was it for the comments. Now let's see, where's the chat? Hey there, who became a member? Denisa, welcome to the Ramblers members. Thank you for being a deputy Rambler. I think we're going to do the bad seed tomorrow. Somebody's been sending me stuff on it to Scooter and someone else, I think. Hi, Teresa, for the lawyer. Thanks, Teresa. I'll put that in the legal fund, the legal aid fund. Thank you. Okay. And let's see here. So some of these creeps act like they're doing the family a favor when they flat out said to stop. What is so confusing about that? Some of these creeps act like they're doing the family a favor when they flat out said, what is so confusing about that? Who acts like they're doing the family a favor? I don't get that. Soul for Music. How would Mensa be doing the family a favor? Which family? I don't get your comment. Maybe I'm not reading it correctly. People have the right to talk about. Okay, here we go. However they want, as long as they're respectful towards the victims. Yeah, Mensa's not respectful towards the victims. The bad seed movie with the little blonde girl. Yes, that's it. Yes. I don't get here for the... Oh, thanks, Denisa. So, let's see. I'm not green anymore. I need to update. Oh, okay, Lufa. So, let's see here. Meaning Shanann's family said stop. They won't let it be. Oh, okay. Yeah, they stop the harassing, and they will. Yeah, they won't let it be. And then they threaten lawsuits. Are they out of? They're out of their minds. Visited the site once. That was enough. Poor cats. Shanann and the girls are if they think they're ugly dogs. Okay, so now we're going to look at that Chad and Lori have the same lawyer now. And so I didn't even think that, I thought that would be a conflict of interest, wouldn't it be? But they have the same lawyer. I wish the Rusaks would, yeah. Hey, Jenny D. She's not a mensch. No. Definitely not a mensch. Definitely not a mensch. It's sickening. But they're not only doing that, they're doing so much crap. Like saying that Sandra was... Could you even imagine that? That she directed him to do that and he just followed her orders. People really don't understand the difference between freedom of speech and slander. Christy Holland says, I'm a shiner. Seems like conflict. Seems like it, right? I think Miss Misleading is using the delusional Cindy Watts. Yeah, she definitely is, because she's posting the videos in Patreon and she's going over there to say that, and meanwhile she said, oh, that Patreon was only going to be when she's taken down, right? But that's a lie. That's a lie. So she doesn't even bring and she calls herself true crime, which is the biggest laugh, because she is a true crime. She is a true crime. But what she's doing is doing nothing but slander. What's a shiner? Well, a shiner is a name that the pro-Watts groups have made for us who support Shanann and her family, because the hashtag was shine like Shanann, so they called us the shiners, and they even made little Catholic prayer cards with Shanann. It's really disgusting stuff. Yeah, that's what a shiner is, Posh. Did you know Lori Vallow has been using her? Yes. I'm going to go over that definite. I'm going to go over her mansions and her bankruptcy. I'm a shiner. I'm a shiner. You're a shiner. Wouldn't you like to be a shiner too? There's a newer case. Oh, we already went over that a couple of nights ago, Ranger Red. Yeah, from North Carolina, right? Mm-hmm. Yeah, I don't think there's any new sightings on them. We did put it in a couple of nights ago. We went over it in our headline portion of the program right before the smooth jazz. But hey, Deborah. Thanks, hon. I don't think it's very clean, but thank you. The worst was when they... Oh, yeah. Right, that channel was all anti. Is the case that should be talked about as well as Gannon's. The Watts case is done. Right, and nobody's been talking about it. This is not about the Watts case. This is about slander. They're bringing up, they want an appeal. He's innocent. They keep changing everything. Now she killed them. Now Sandra Rusak is implicated. It's ridiculous what they're doing. Oh, you haven't heard about that? No, maybe we'll go. Maybe we'll go back over it in headlines. Okay. There's a lot that can be done, Emily. I'm embarrassed. We're not all that dumb in Charlotte. Mensa has 81 or 91 videos bashing Shanann. She does. And that's all against the terms of service. And at the very least, Twitter, it can be tweeted out that, these are slandering murder victims. Why haven't you enforced your terms of service to YouTube? You're all wearing your pajama bottoms? The cold-blooded killer is murderer. You always have. I have mad respect for you. Thank you. No, I do, because I would hope somebody would do that for me if, something happened and someone's slandering the hell out of me when I'm dead. I hope some of you would. I hope that doesn't happen to me, first of all, but if it did, I would hope somebody would stand up for me. And so I think you've got to do the right thing. Hey, Janine, what are you saying? I can't say that this quarantine thing... Oh, you can say that it's driving you crazy? After 30, I'm learning I don't know my husband anymore. Is this normal? After 30, what, years together? Have you been 30 years together? Wow. If anyone for victims... Oh, we are the PJ wearing ramblers. What did Susan say? Is Susan starting something? Got to be starting something. Oh, Susan, is this channel called True Crime or is it Mensa? I don't know. Can someone check that out, please? Can someone check, Two Scooter, did you check that? If it's called True Crime or it's called Mensa? Actually, it's not called any of those things. It's actually called We're the Boss of Our Own Selves. You'll stand up for me? And I stand. Thank you, Melissa. Let's hope that I don't, something doesn't happen, but You can't stay. You've been up since 4 a.m. Why? Have you had more snow up there? Did I misinterpret your question, Susan? Is it? Yes, Vala. Yeah, that's her new name because her other channel got shut down for doing what she's doing now. Hi, Knitting. Thanks, Olivia. Oh, I was decoupaging before because I was like really freaked out. Like I get very emotional with that stuff, and so I have to. So I did some decoupage, and I was almost gonna say, let's just come on and do something fun because I didn't know how much I could take, but I am gonna go through the Lori Vallow updates and then through some headlines and. No, you had to shop for everyone? Oh, wow. Hey, Moo of 2. Should be called bashing and lying. Oh, yeah. Right, I know. Lady Justice. Lady Marmalade? No, that's what they call me. Thanks, Cheryl. Anyone should stand up, but I do stand with Carolyn and the good people here. Oh, thanks, Divine Knight. They want the kid. But they're so... This is what I mean. They don't know any... He lost his appeal. They keep thinking like these things are going to come out, that they're going to get this. They can't. They have no legal knowledge at all. I said earlier that she has picked up right where she left off. Despicable. Mm-hmm. Yeah, it is. It's sickening. Hey, Moo of 2. How are you? All right, so let's, I just want to scream, cry, and slap. I mean, yeah, right? I doubt he'll ever... Oh, he's not going to get out? He's not going to get out. He's done. He's toast. He didn't have a trial, exactly. Exactly. And some of them, especially Einstein, the one that's the Seeking Justice or Truth for Christopher Watts, she's quoting the old thing, like when Cindy went. Remember when Cindy was trying to convince him not to take the plea deal? Well, that's what she's saying, that he's going to get an appeal. She's saying appeal. He didn't have a trial. An appeal for that. Because of that. She doesn't even know that already happened. And her own son said, no, this is what I want to do. But she can't take it that he killed the kids. That he killed everyone. She can't take it. And he put the kids in oil tanks. Don't mention the tanks. I would never start anything because you've helped me so much. I never go into chats. I'm brand new to this and I just enjoy. Okay, Susan, no problem. If we miss, Two Scooter and I miss things. It seemed like, you said, is it Miss Mensa or True Crime? It seemed a little bit, you have to give it that, right? Everybody makes mistakes, so yes, they do. Hey, Indiana. That's how cults start. Too many followers, not enough free thinkers. Thank you. So... He'll get a toe tag parole. That's good. Toe tag parole. Anyway, so we're sorry. Two Scooter and I do make mistakes. He knew exactly which oil tank. Absolutely, and knew about the splash. He talked about the splash from putting his daughters in the tanks. How long it took. Was that you that said it makes her look like a horrible parent and that's why? Oh yeah, that's what it is, because she's a mother. And John Douglas said in his book, right over here that I have, that every one he profiles, it all goes back to the mother. And that's when he said, mothers, be very careful. So yeah, because there's always something leading back to that mother relationship. we make mistakes. Like we had the address like 2 numbers wrong and a street wrong for like 3 minutes maybe. And then we corrected it and everything. And then the next day somebody came in and said we should delete the live because we had the wrong address for 3 minutes. So very funny. But yeah. Just like Kemper had real mother issues, right? That was bad. Delete it, right, Danielle? Delete it. Is there anything on the missing boy and girl? Well, we're gonna get no. I don't think the missing. You're talking about Tylee and JJ. Sadly, I don't think they're alive anymore. I missed his name, right? Does anybody here think? Wait, let's take a poll. If you believe that. Okay, now I don't mean like. Of course, we all held out a little smidge of hope that the children are alive somewhere. But I'm just going to go with the majority of what you're thinking. Do you think 8 times out of 10 look at the relationship with the mother? Might even be more than that. He needs to go back to previous person. Yeah. If you think, for the most part, JJ and Tylee are gone, type in a G, a letter G for gone. And if you think they're still alive, type in an A. And I don't mean the little smidge of hope, because we all know we all have a little smidge of hope. I'm just talking about the majority of your feelings. So a G if you think they're gone, and an A if you think they're alive. And Janine puts in a 4. I'm not sure what the 4 means. Okay, gone. Yeah, I think I would say it's safe to say the majority feel that. Oops, we got somebody that said, hey, I saw 1A go up. Thanks, Susan. Okay, 107 for Danielle. So yeah, I mean, Alma says A. I think we have 2 A's, 3 A's. Okay. And I think that's just because what Melanie was saying, hi Kirsten Maynard, where about the zombies, and there's no way to come back from that. They made it clear there's no way to come back from that. The only thing you can do is kill the person so they move and transition on to the next stage of their life, which they believe is not really dead. So when, that they're not okay. So when they said when Chad, where are the kids? And he said, they're okay, they're okay, it's just complicated. I think that's exactly what he meant. If the kids were still alive. Right, absolutely. You were, yeah. Yeah, I mean, everybody, I think, holds out a little smidge of hope, but I feel if they were alive, she would have told where they're going to avoid all this stuff. Right. Unless she sold her kids. I don't think she sold them. There's just too many, I don't. Before I heard about zombies, I had hope. Yeah, right. You think they're alive because JJ was seen one day before Tylee's birthday. I think Tylee asked for JJ. Yeah. They haven't been seen since September 23rd, JJ. It's a long time. Of course, always hope for the best, but no. If she gets bail, if she gets bail, she's gone. If they give her bail, like if they reduce it anymore, she's gone. She's gonna do a photos doulos. So, Melanie can give facts that will prove. Okay, Mocha, get your snack. Tyler's birthday, September 24th. 3 times baby wife killing freak. Are you... Oh, she was here before, I think. I think Tylee was getting disgruntled with her mom. Oh, and then, okay, I got to talk to you about that Gannon picture. Let me talk to you about that before I talk to you about the candle one. I went back and I looked at the Gannon picture. And somebody had said something about maybe, just maybe, it might be one of those wedge pillows. It's very weird because it looks like it's a suitcase, but then it looks like it kind of goes down on one side a little bit, making it look like it could be a wedge. But if it's a wedge pillow, it has a piping, I would say, all around the edge of that pillow. Now, do we know he had a pillow like that? I didn't see them saying anything about a wedge pillow in there. But he's definitely alive in the picture. So, you know what? We just, if it is, if it isn't, but now, okay. So I'm sent this candle picture, and maybe some of you have seen it. What it looks like to me, okay, we know that Tisha said this thing about the fire and the blankets, and she's looking up smoke, but nobody mentioned smoke at all when they went in the house. In fact, they said the house smelled like coconuts. So the coconuts was the carpet shake powder. They didn't mention, nobody mentioned that the carpet was burned or anything like that, right? He was propped up, but at the time, those pictures were sent, and they can see that with the Cellbrite data, the time it was sent, and it was sent when he was alive because he walked out of the house after that. You have seen the candles, right? But now it looks like when you're looking at this, unzipped and sunk. Yeah, yes, it could be that. I said it could. Yeah, I thought it was a suitcase at first, but you know. Yes, maybe yes. We can't be 100%. Yeah. All right. So she was looking up in her Google searches something about fixing a microfiber couch, and on you can see a bit of the cushion of the couch, and there is something on it. Now, if that was, let's say, feces or blood or she could easily clean that, right? She could easily clean that. She wouldn't need a microfiber repair kit or whatever she was looking for, suede repair couch repair kit, right? So, and then candle wax, there's remedies for candle wax too, like freezing it and then chipping it off and then using something, to get the residue out, right? But the carpet, that was a tremendous amount on there, and the colors didn't match. Like under it looked like there was blood. So what did you say, Janine? I missed that. Hold out hope, okay. Ice cubes, right. But she was looking for a repair kit. So either she tried to clean it and she did something, looks like it is a starburst type cut in the cushions. Iron newspaper. And the clue is iron/newspaper. Hey, Aussie, I'm going to, what did you say? I'm going to the beginning of this one. Okay, thank you. Welcome. No candle would burn flame retardant carpet. Right. And I don't believe there was a fire either. She has blankets on the floor, and perhaps she had to explain those blankets, why they're missing or what happened, right? Because she was always trying, she thought she was very smart. She thought she would think a step ahead, and she killed herself with that because there's things like she wouldn't even know about when she was trying to cover up stuff that she shouldn't even have known about. Okay, so there definitely looks like there's a red substance under this brownish, this dark brown, but then it looks like the candle's turned over. Now, tell me, because I didn't study this picture a lot, it looks like, doesn't it look like the candle is still burning in that picture even though it's turned over? Don't you see a light emanating from the... That's a good point, Addie. That's a really good point. She could have stabbed him or had the knife and did something to the couch. That's a really good point. That's a good point. It was blood is what it was. I must realize that my husband has Asperger's, and it's been really evident lately. Oh, be careful, Janine. Get away if you need to get your space. Don't become a statistic here. You lay the newspaper over the wax. Oh, you lay the newspaper over the wax, and what do you do until it's all absorbed into the newspaper? I'd like to try that out like they do on those shows to see if it works. Get like a carpet sample and just do that and see if it works. I thought she was trying to cover up with the candle story. Yeah. Hey, Bella Mac. But did anybody see it? Look like it was... There was a light illuminating from it? Iron it up. Oh, take the iron off the newspaper. Okay. Well, the candle picture is not in the affidavit, so I don't even know where that came from. Word is it's one of T's relatives that sent it, I think. But I don't want to post it up here because I don't want to do anything to jeopardize the case. You've got a full house tonight? The candle wax looked on top. Yes, I definitely, there was 2 different colors, Mama T. She was assaulting him and the candle got knocked over. But it looks like the candle is small from the picture I see. It looks like a very small candle, like one of those, almost like a votive type candle, glass in a frosted jar, and it's turned over and you can see a light illuminating from it. And so I think it's way too small of a candle to produce that quantity of wax that's on the carpet. And wax wouldn't come out of a candle like that. Like, I mean, we could light a candle and we could, like, okay, look at this. This is a, hi Carol, let's see. This is a small jar, right? You know, I thought that was money in there. It's a napkin. It's for my decoupage. But so this is smaller than a Yankee candle, right? But this looks about the size that the candle might be. And if we had this burning and burning and burning and burning, and then we turned it over, only a very small amount of wax is going to come out of it. Okay, the whole candle doesn't liquefy. Maybe she poured wax over his blood. You know, that's another thing. Does anybody know if wax would wax ever be something that would take out blood? Like, I mean, would she have ever done something like that? Somebody said pour wax over blood. I don't know. I mean, but I'm just that's something to look into, because it's way too much wax to come out of a candle. And I mean, we could, right, you have to hold the candle. But even then, sulfur music, it's going to come out, but it gets cold very quickly. It's not going to, the whole thing is not going to freaking just pour right out, right? And that's a tremendous amount of wax on the candle holders, can only hold so much melted wax. I think she poured wax to cover up a stain. She was afraid she couldn't get up. Like a, yes, Posh, I agree, like a glad candle, right. That type of size, that for what it looks like in the picture. It puts itself out, right. It would turn black as it's poured. What would turn black? The wax? If it was a white candle, you're saying the wax would turn, do you want to, well, maybe we have to do a, I don't know if I have a white candle. Hey, Jimmy? Jimmy's not there. Maybe she just wanted to create a big mess and figured the wax would stick to the carpet and go all over the blood, right? And then say that Gannon did this. Because in that video, she's saying to him, I'm going to ask you one more time again. Did you do that? He says, no, I didn't do it. You have a white candle? And when you pour, could you light it and pour some wax and see what color it turns? Even a huge candle. Right. I don't even think that's, Sherry, like a Yankee candle. I think it would just be like, usually it just gets like that much is liquefied. And then as you go to pour it out, just a little bit. But I think 100% she was probably now that I'm thinking, he never admitted that he did anything. So he must have been like, I didn't do anything. She made it sound like he did something. And who knows, maybe he was playing a video game. Like it's like my kids, if they're playing something and then I go in the family room and create this huge mess, right? And then I'm like, Ethan, Luke, which one of you did this? They're going to be like, it wasn't me. And then I'm going to, you sure it wasn't you? It had to be you. This would never be me. Like, you know what I mean? So yeah, I think he was saying he didn't do it. So I think 100% that she did whatever it is, and it had to be to cover something up. Now, what would she have been? See, we're just assuming that happened that same night. And what time did it happen? Because she couldn't have killed him that night. He walked out of the house. So did she do that at 3, 4, 5 o'clock after she killed him? Her tape was premeditated and deliberately. Yes, I agree. I agree, Carol. But what I'm trying to say, that candle didn't have to happen that, that night. She said she made that video. Now, people have questioned the timestamps on her stuff, right? Do we know 100%? It hasn't been listed in the affidavit when that video was from. Who's the only person that knows that? Do we know for certain when that video was made? Could she have made that video with him right before she killed him? And just said it was the night before. She said she hurt him so bad she might have hurt him so bad she had to kill him and get rid of him, Dave says. Harley is her daughter. No, because Lena was there. Okay, Lena was there, but could that have been another thing? Could she have taken a picture of Lena? Let's think about it. Could she have pieced together the video? Could she have taken a picture of Lena, a video of Lena, and then pieced it together with that, edited it? I can do that on my iPhone. I can take 2 videos and put them together. So I don't know. I mean, she's a liar. So if we don't have something from the police that with the picture, the police say this is the time that picture was taken, and it is the same picture that's in the affidavit. Hi there, Gastric. But we don't have that. We don't have that with the video. The video's not mentioned. Hey, Peggy. Do you think he was really dead? No, he wasn't dead in the picture. He wasn't. But I'm thinking that the video wasn't when everyone thinks the video was. The carpet looked like puke. It really didn't look like puke because puke is not usually that dark brown. I cleaned up a lot of puke. It usually is different colors, and it's lighter and darker, and I don't want to get gross, but yeah, it's yeah. There is something red like under that looks like blood. She's so sly, and we can't believe a word she says. Yeah, they'll definitely have it on the Cellbrite report. Okay. Emily, yeah, we know the scene is in the bedroom. Thanks. But the candle wax is in the family room area with blood on it, right? So yeah, I mean, I think she killed him on purpose. Planned it. Video is set up, right? Okay, but what I'm trying to say, he said, no, I didn't do it. So how, if she was covering up the blood the day before she killed him, that wouldn't make sense, though. That's what I'm saying. It's not just that candle wax, there's red underneath it. And no, you know, Posh, a lot of people say that, but that's not in the real video that I'm bleeding. That was only on a certain creator's video. He said he didn't do it on purpose, right? I thought ice was, it is used, Lynn Lewis, to get. Hey, Mayara, how are you? Hi, Nora. I think when this is all said and done, it may be beyond what we could ever imagine. Oh, I imagine it will be, Anne. Of bleeding puke. Ooh, that's horrible, Julie. She knew Gannon would talk, and definitely someone would notice at school. In addition to losing her job, right? So I think she heard him before the video. That's why he sounds so bad in the video. Well, I agree. He's definitely hurt in that video, but could it be that that video was taken right before she killed him, not on the Sunday night? Hey, Ginger. There are at least 2 videos. No, she asked if it was an accident. She may again make a special pinky promise. Pinky promise? Yeah, pinky promise. I think she gave him laxatives because he complained of abdominal pain. I think she hit him in the belly. Kobe. 5 championships for LA. I thought she was asking if he did it on purpose. He had to pinky swear the on purpose. He did it, but not on purpose. Okay, I have to listen again, but what it is, though, I'm saying, can that video be made right before she killed him? The Kobe crash was on the TV. And she said she was crying because of it. But that Kobe crash on the TV was reported many, many times. What I'm trying to say is, if she tried to do the candle to cover up the blood, if that was blood underneath there, what did she do that there was blood underneath there, but then he walked out of the house that morning and back in again, and then she killed him again? Not again. She took that video after she beat him. His injuries were too great to let him live. So you think he was bleeding a little bit from this beating that she gave him? And she did this candle wax thing to cover that up and make it look like, but see, that makes it sound like, to me, somehow that makes it sound like she did it then, like maybe she flipped out over something that she shouldn't have flipped out over. And then thought like, oh my gosh, how am I going to tell Al that I beat this kid? So maybe if I make something that looks really, really bad, then he'll understand why I lost my cool and I beat him up. But then, I mean, that's a long time to not snap out of that. You know what I mean? That's a long time not to get in check. It isn't vomit. Vomit is projectile and splatters. I'm too vexed. Sorry, Mommy, but I don't believe he did walk back in. But Amy, he did, because the amount of blood that was sustained in the bedroom is not survivable. They were released on a Facebook page. Remember, her words were, he turned on a candle. Never said he lit a candle, yet turned on a candle, right? But she didn't have a good grasp of the English language. He pooped all over the place. I'm sure the basement would smell like coconut. Wouldn't smell like coconut, right? She later made up a story that would account for the blood and fecal matter in the bedroom. Sorry to be so gross. That's okay, Sensible. Yeah, why? You want to call in, Posh? Do you want to call in? You want to call in to discuss this? I really think Anna knew about another man or caught her doing something, and he was going to tell his dad. I think she went crazy on him and had to hurt him to where there was no going back. Could be. Stay-at-home detective, mom detective. He walked out of the house like it was hurting or drugged. Yes, he couldn't even bend over. T picked it up for him. He was hurting when he walked. Teacher only cares about. He was hurt in the abdomen. So yeah, she could have given him some internal injuries, correct? She wasn't sure what to do. She vacillated about what to do. She decided that night. I think she hit him hard in his abdomen. And he had slow internal bleeding. That could be. He's probably playing too many video games and she snapped. I don't think it was the video games, Hennessy, because I think the video games he would have been involved in the video games. He wouldn't have been bothering her. I think it was something, it could be that he caught her. talking to another guy, or I don't know, maybe he saw something on the computer. You know, you don't know like what could have been the trigger there, but I do think he was injured the night before and she had to finish him off the next day. Me too, Curse. I'm starting to feel like that too right now. She must have been taking Gannett's phone so he could call his dad for help. Okay, I'll just send it to, I'll send it, if you said you sent me an email, I'll just reply with the numbers, okay? Ugh. Maybe she threw the switch at him and hit him in the head. No, I don't think she used the switch on him. I think she sold that freaking switch. Okay. All right, I just sent that, Posh. Okay. She was ready to leave Colorado and go to Florida. She resented Al's kids. Yeah, she definitely did resent them. Just emailed you a video with a pic at the end. The video's not great, but the pic shows the different shades. Okay. Yeah, well, I did get a couple of pics of it from people, but are you talking about the wax vomit, whatever? Push, why not? What? I don't think it's bad. Could he have hemorrhage, lost control of his bowels after she hit him in the stomach? A shorter one, as long as the shortened one, she shortened it after it was noticed. Because he loved it, she probably got tired of him carrying it around everywhere and snapped and threw it at him. I don't think so, because she was concerned with money. She had a Poshmark account. She was concerned with money. That would be money for her. I don't think she did it. I think she knew how much money that was worth. I think that's why she did the search about it, and once it couldn't be traced, then she could sell it. She could sell it to anybody on the street for easy money for her. I don't think she would. She loved money. She wouldn't throw that away. She wouldn't bury him with it. She wouldn't throw that away. If it could not be traced, she would sell that. And if she was on drugs, she'd trade it for drugs. I agree, Kevin. You know, that would be something like in court that I just would think Juan Martinez would do, right? Have the person that either bought this switch or she traded it to, right, be there, like, you know, right? But like when he found the receipt for the gas can. Money. Yeah, she was selling used clothes on Poshmark of the kids. So she was not going to just let a switch go. Oh, really? Did they? So that happened already, Linda? The cases doubled and the governor closed the beaches? I knew that was going to happen, and I guarantee it's going to happen in Florida too, because they were not doing safe distancing. But whoever she sold it to by now, if they heard about this, they might, and they might not. If she traded it for drugs and they're a drug dealer, they're not going to just want to even go near the cups, right? Unless they get nabbed and then they use that as a bargaining chip. A Nintendo Switch, yes, Miara. Yeah, I think she could have had something planned and the person backed out that was going to do it. Maybe the person didn't think she was serious. We've seen that before. And maybe they backed out and she had to take him home and she had to take care of it there. Yeah, I think Newfie, she might have had something else planned, but I think maybe a key person in her plan didn't work out. Maybe she was looking at those Petco windows because someone was supposed to run up to the car, grab Gannon out of it, right? And she was going to start screaming, oh my gosh, they took him, right? That could be something. She could have paid someone to do that. He wanted to stay in the car. He didn't feel good. I was running into Petco. Right? The Florida, we're just bragging that there wasn't anything like anyone said there would be, like New York. Yeah. Yeah, Pandora, I think that's probably, and maybe the person said, look, I can't do this. I'm not doing this. Quincy. Did you see my comment about the baby oil? No, I didn't, Robin. Can you type it again? They're closing all of your forests and lakes. Oh, really? So it didn't work out well, huh? Did they have them open, stay-at-home mom detective? I believe she did it, but has somebody directly involved to get... I believe, yes, I believe there could be another person involved in that too, Scott. The whole idea that he didn't want... Yeah, most kids want to go into the pet store, right? And I don't even think it's legal to... It's not legal here to leave an 11-year-old in the car. I would never leave my kids in the car. Is that a brown or a black sweater? It's not a sweater, but it's like a baseball type shirt, but it's, what is this? Like, remember those old commercials where they used to give you the colors of everything? It's, you know what? It's brown. It's brown. It's a kind of like a brown, olive brown stuff. I don't know. The crumbs all over me too. Right, Danielle? No, you wouldn't leave your kids in the car. Cannon's little sister say what happened the night because you hear... Yeah, I mean, yeah, that's true, Joe. True. You were hoping, Brown? Why? Would you like one for yourself? Thanks, Kathy. Was it her that drove to Florida? Well, we don't know. We know that they were looking for her around the 3rd through the 5th. Why they timed it to that time period, and do they know for sure that she was in the area? I don't know. We have to wait for more information. Especially leaving someone in the car in January, much less a child. I know they opened the waterways in Florida. They're abusing that too. That's crazy. No, it is nothing to play with, but unfortunately, people that in areas that were not hard hit, Oh, like, because we talked to my cousin today, okay? My cousin, originally from New York, but he's been in South Carolina. And he calls Jimmy and says, hey, you know, he thinks the camps are opening up. And he's like, would you help me out on a job I have up there? And Jimmy's like, yeah, but when is this, you know? And he's like, oh, like after the 10th or something. But he's like, there's only 4 cases here. So they're not in the true reality of it. Spend some time in New York. Found of her family members in the hospital, her mom and grandparents. Oh, sorry to hear that. Oh no. Prayers that she doesn't lose that battle, Peggy. It was, as you said, someone was supposed to come and get him. Right. And she probably would have waited till like the car was like, you know, gone. But then she had to figure the cameras. So what were they going to do? Just like, was he going to steal a car that he would just leave on the side of the road? You know, it couldn't be a car that anybody drove because they would be easily found. So they'd have to just, steal a car to do it? Maybe there were so many things involved, the guy didn't feel like doing it. Or the woman, I don't know who it could be. Are we all thinking about lifting? Yeah, I know, Denisa. I say they're all gonna ruin it for the rest of us, just like those other kids, you know, just like it in school, right? Oh, they ruined it for the whole class. People marching to not quarantine have come down with the virus. Oh, I bet. Maybe if the theory that T had spoken to someone to take him, Gannon overheard it or read it. I thought the same thing. It happens more than people know you know. Huh. What was the crack with all the cars? Yeah, something not adding up, right? Hey, Janae. Thank you for Janae Ann for becoming a Sergeant Rambler. Welcome. Several people in our state are suing. And you're in Illinois, right, Peggy? There's our penguin. Neither is the governor of Texas. He went against the Houston mayor and opened up so many places and reversed the... Oh my gosh, you don't have to wear a mask, Kathy? Yikes. We have to wear them everywhere. They won't even let you in. They will not let you in the super. They will not let you in any place without them. That's scary. Until where are you, Muka? Muka, where are you? Kevin, I think she will. You don't have to wear a mask, Joan, in PA? You have to wear them, right, Danielle? Linda says yes. I don't understand that, Kathy. That's crazy. In your state of Queensland, we only have 1,033 cases of ickies. Do you live by Albany? Not right by it, like 2 hours. Why, do you live in Albany? Or near Albany? They're opening Georgia and no mask. That's crazy. But I know some businesses are not opening there. In the Philly, no mask, no glove. Oh, good. No entrance, right? That's how it is, yeah. No mask, no gloves, no service. You have a shelter in place, but people Wow. I live in PA and we definitely have to wear them. I live in Connecticut and the mayor mandated everyone wear them. Hardly anyone had them on today at Walmart. Where do you live? You're in Utah, right, Terry? That's crazy. Everywhere they will not let you in stores. Yeah, and here either. You cannot go anywhere without one. No masks in Georgia. Wonder if Gannon found out T lost her job and she was going to tell his dad, and it made her livid. Everyone should still wear masks for a while. My daughter's scientist, she knows. Angela Anthony Fauci is here. I read about him. Found out what happened. I've read about him in a book. So the subways are bad. The homeless are on there, and thankfully my daughter gets to work from home because she lives in the city, so she's working at home. I mean, it's even if they start to reopen things on the 16th, if she doesn't have to go back to work at the office. She told me today, she called me and she said, I'm going to get a Roomba. I said, you're going to get a Roomba? Why? Now, she lives in a brownstone in the city, okay? She has a roommate. And so they have like a common area, they have a kitchen, and she has the bedroom with the bathroom en suite, and the other roommate just has the bedroom and there's the hall bath. So I'm like, for your bedroom? Yeah, when I'm working. I'm like, how big is that area? She goes, and I knew there was something weird to it. She said, well, it'll keep me company. So I said, you're going to think of the Roomba kind of like a pet? She said, yeah. Crazy. That and the whittling. She told me when I told her about the whittling, she said the whittling is so big right now that almost all of the whittling kits were sold out on Amazon. So it must be something really, really big right now with these millennial hipsters. She got one for her boyfriend too. She got him to make a spoon. So if they don't cut their arteries and stuff, they'll be good. You've never joined a panel before, so I have to. Okay, no problem. You can get that done. Go ahead. No, it's not. It's no problem. Just go. You can go ahead and get that done. It doesn't take long. We won't need gas masks. You named a Herbie? Which maybe she get those big eyes that go on the top of him. Your cousin is afraid at work at the grocery store. Oh, she's knitting. Yeah, she's knitting. She knitted a mask thing. She knitted like a mask cover. Yeah. And she knitted a tank top. Yes, she knitted so much stuff knitting that now she's doing the whittling. Her apartment's going to look like that meme where like everything is covered in something crocheted or knitted. She has got a loom. She's weaving. It's crazy. Oh, you don't have to pay. I'm paying for you. Just get a free Zoom account. No, I realize that sincerely, Emma. That was a joke. My daughter's not a hipster. She's an executive. She's not a hipster. I'm joking about that. She'll be a good whittler, right? They're making spoons, which I find is so funny. You're sick of the mindset of ignorant people. Me too. She must have got that from me. No, she doesn't get knitting from me. She's an unbelievable knitter. She always wants to teach me to knit. She's like, Mom, you're so crafty. Let me teach you to knit. But she won't let me knit. I mean, I won't let her teach me to knit. I'm not that I'm mean about it, but I just said I don't have, like I'm always doing something. So I need a craft that, I don't know, maybe one day when I'm a little older. Maybe when, I don't know, who knows. A red knitted mask, and then realize, is he a sock monkey mouth? Oh, really? I don't even call her that. I call her, you know, I just use that now. Everyone behaved as if they had it. They were, yeah, she may need the Roomba to clean up the whittling shavings. Yeah, right? But I really think she just wants the Roomba. She probably would name it and everything. Yeah, and she, for some reason, Betty, she's like, she tries to crochet and she can't. It's crazy. But she can knit like a fiend. She knits socks on the lines and stuff. It's crazy. I know, Newfie. That's what I told her. When you're my age, knit. Yeah, maybe, Linda, right? Maybe when I have grandkids and stuff, I'll learn to knit. That's all right, Emily. I misunderstand things. I make mistakes. Maybe we should delete the live. Crocheted tote bags. It's hard to get the meaning from a text. Maybe she whittled her chair legs. Her chair legs? Oh, you know, she has to wait for, and the whittling kit won't be there till the middle of like May. She's like, Mom, it's crazy. And I said, so where did the whittling come from? Is there something like, what happened to the big run on the whittling stuff? I don't know. And then they had to get the Kevlar gloves. When you were a little grasshopper? You could, Lady Hawk? She's left-handed. Jimmy was trying, she was watching a YouTube video, and we're trying, because I know a little bit of crochet. I know the chain stitch, and then to just go and just make a whole thing of the chain stitch, right? Because my mother, that's what she taught me, and then I never got further than that. She ordered her new chair at Hennessy. She couldn't get the exact one I had because they didn't have it in stock. I don't know which one. I just gave her like a page of similar chairs. Buy a baseball bat and whittle that. And then Jimmy's getting like, well, I hope you didn't get balsa wood because you'll never be able to use the spoon for real. And I'm like, what? He's getting like so into it. And that the tools are really, really, really sharp. Since you were 17, you forgot all about it? You've been making some nice stuff, Carol Lucy. Left-handed whittling. Get a pocket knife and whittle. Yeah, we talked about that, right? I should tell her about the bar of soap. I taught myself to crochet when I was 9, and then I taught myself to knit a couple years after that. In response to beaches being open in Pinellas County is not. And that's where I am. So Honeymoon and Caladesi's all closed, right? Taught you the chain stitch. I'm going to buy the boys some whittling kits. They will think I am so hip since it hasn't hit. Yeah, tell them it's the greatest thing coming out of New York City. They're getting the whittling kits. She's like, I got one of the last ones, Mom. I would think wood burning. Like, I don't know where they got the whittling kits. And I said, you should try decoupage. And she's like, yeah, but I've always wanted to whittle. I'm like, when? Are you my daughter? Okay. And she'll always go, don't you remember? No. Didn't Ray whittle something? I don't think so. Oh, with the hand, you mean the hand blankets? Well, Barb does that a lot. Where is Barb? Hope Barb's okay. I don't think she's ever tried that. You're afraid you get carpal if you start knitting or crochet and you won't be able to play the piano or something. That's a good point. But you could make a nice cover for the piano. You love wood burning? Do you do wood burning? I have a wood burning kit, but I haven't done anything with it. You love the smell of the wood burning. Hey, whittling is getting darn close to woodworking. And the gift of woodworking, and people love it. Whittling sounds like a lot of fun. Do you think so? It sounds like a lot of fun. I think it would be like anything Jimmy goes like that. Oh, we need a lathe. A lathe. A lathe, a lathe, a lathe. Somebody's messaging me. Maybe it's Lisa telling me to buy more Slovenian families. Granddaddy wants to stay a couple of weeks of summer. Sassafras, and he would whittle that. But what did he whittle it? What did he whittle it into? I can macrame a hanging glass table. A hanging glass. You mean like a lightweight one that you would just put like a little, not like you'd really sit there and eat on, right? You want to make pillows and blankets with arm crochet. Well, Barb does that. She makes them during our craft things. Yeah, kindness cake, that would be nice. Yeah, I did whittle a bar of soap. I don't know if I did it in school or I did it on my own, but I remember I made a basket. A whittle, yeah, she'd have to really hone in on the skills to do the wooden pineapple. Does anybody hear that noise? Yeah, tomorrow, Red Raven. Tomorrow. I'm going to figure out, a couple of people said the thing to me of where I could just do it as a Facebook watch party. I said, I think it'll be hopefully good. Everybody can get in. Two Scooter. Maybe Two Scooter will have to practice. She sent me the instructions, ironically, but she doesn't really understand it. Small one, like to put it. Yeah, that's what I figured, Julie, right? Now we ramble. Well, we're waiting for Posh to get on the line. You find knitting way more weary on the hands. Yeah, her hands, like during Christmas, get really... The best one was like way when she was in college or something. She spent so much time knitting this scarf for her boyfriend. And then right after she gave it to him, they broke up. And I said, dang. And she even got like a rash on her hand, like because the yarn, I don't know, like she was, and it was good yarn, but somehow it, I don't know, it irritated her hand. And I'm like, all of that. And geez, I would just feel like taking the scarf back, right? Okay, alrighty then. You didn't cut yourself. There are some bushcraft channels on YouTube. You finally figured it out. Now she said, she's like, I won't knit anything for a guy unless I'm with him a long time. She's like, no, absolutely not. But now the boyfriend she's with, she knitted him hat. But he was saying he was allergic to wool. And she's like, I don't think he's allergic to wool, Mom. I think he doesn't know the good wool. I think he's only had like the cheap stuff. And she was right, because she knitted him something with the alpaca. And I think she even told him like it wasn't, because she knew that she didn't want to say, I think maybe you've only had like not very good stuff. So he's not allergic to it. So that's good. There is a true crime called The Bad Seed. Oh, no, yeah, we're talking about the movie with the little girl. No, we're talking about the old movie. And there's supposed to be a remake with Rob Lowe, right? She's funny. That's what, oh my gosh. I have to ask my son. Maybe I am losing my mind. Well, probably. She goes, didn't Ray whittle a whistle? Let me call him while we're waiting. I'll call let me see. Let me see if he'll answer my text. She might be right, you know, after all this, and I think she's just like, I'm like, no. She's like, I remember him distinctly whittling a whistle, Mom. Hold on. Did you whittle a whistle? It says, did you wiggle a whistle? Whittle. If he was in Boy Scouts, he was in Boy Scouts, but I don't think they whittled in Boy Scouts. I thought the combo was started about shoes. Wait, which one are we watching? We're watching the movie with the little blonde-haired girl, right? With the shoes. That is the one we're watching, Julie. Casserole comes up. The dreaded boyfriend sweater, right? Yeah, I think everybody that knits probably has a dreaded boyfriend sweater, scarf, or hat. You lost power? I know, that freaks you out. That's like when I hit the panic on the alarm all those moons ago. She does, Kathy. She has a spinning, not a wheel. She wants a spinning wheel, but they're like $5,000, some of them. She has the drop spindle, 2 of them now. She spins. Rhoda and her piano song. Oh, okay. When are we watching the Moby? Tomorrow. I'll put more details in the community section. I don't know why she just doesn't buy the spinning wheel now. You know? What's my favorite color? It all depends, you know. Like if I was a kid, when I was a kid, I would say blue. Then, now it's like purples. I guess still in the kind of the blue family, but purples now. You lost track of this case? So did we, I think. We're waiting for Posh. Is it? Yes, Mandy, I think that's how we have to do it. Your grandpa made dollhouse furniture from aluminum cans. That sounds nice. You just don't want it. It's not sharp, right? That would be scary. You mean did he flatten it out and then like make like crimp it? Like make metal furniture? You're afraid you're going to lose power? If so, you're sunk? Oh, why? Are you having storms? Magenta and purple. I watched Dark Side of the Ring. Hey, there's Lisa D. Hi, Lisa D. Oh, Lisa D, you know what I'm going to decoupage next? I forgot to show you these. I bought these for the tin. I bought these. These were 99 cents. Okay, I bought them for the tin. And I want to decoupage them, Lisa, but you know what? I just realized something. I realized something really good. You know how they do that air dry clay now and they put it and they put an accent? Like these little butter cookies stick out a little bit. So I could put one of those air dry clay things there as an accent. This is Twin Peakish. Everybody makes mistakes, Sensible Crime. Oh yes, we do. Hi, Davida. So I'm going to decoupage this, but isn't that a good idea, Lisa, to do with the little cookies that stick out? I have to paint it with like chalk paint first, right? I got some new napkins today too. They came, I don't know when I ordered them, a while ago. Let me see if my son is answering me. He's really got something else to be doing at 2:40. Where's Choking on Ashes? You love those biscuits? Okay, so let me see here. They were 99 cents each, so I bought a few tins of them, mainly for the tins. Is that clever? Have you ever done a tin? Have you ever done one? How is that still in my replies? That's why I was hoping it was brown. What? Wait, I'm lost. Why were you hoping my shirt was brown? Tell me why you were hoping it was brown. I missed that. Your son was IMing you too? Oh, for butter cookies? Yeah. I make, which ones do? I make ones with the spritz that are really nice. Choking and snoozing. You want a biscuit now? But it wouldn't be the same if it was black. No Time, you're losing me so bad on it. Please tell me why you said it was a good idea if it was brown. Does anybody know what No Time is talking about? I missed something. The whittling? Does it have to do with whittling? Lisa D, did you know whittling is big among the kids now? Wait, I'm getting a message. Let me see. Oh, it's not a message from my son. Oh, I said like purple and purplish. Oh, you think that's why? About, I don't know. I don't know. You didn't know that, either did I. My daughter was like, she got the last of the whittling kits. Oh, the Twin Peaks. Is that what he's talking about? This shirt is Twin Peaks? I don't think I've ever seen that. Oh, Twin Peaks shirt of brown. Oh, okay, I got you now. All right. I didn't know what Twin Peaks. One day I'm gonna have to see what that show is like. Twin Peaks. It's a cult favorite for you. Definitely, it stayed with you all these years. Her son is like, what is a wiggle whistle? My mother's losing it. Is my mother drinking now? The pop-looking pen. Yeah, how come he's staying so long now? Hey, Mr. Penguin, how come you're staying so long now? You used to leave right away. Remember how fast he used to leave? Look at him. He's dancing like crazy, like a crazy man up there. But he is cute. You were in Twin Peaks? Oh boy, look at that. Look at that, no time. She was in Twin Peaks. Half a bubble off. Anything with butter tastes delicious, but they used to say bluebonnet. Remember? Margarine. Does anybody even use margarine now? He's dancing with you, Newfie? I wonder if Posh is really having a problem. Posh, if you're really having a problem, you can just call in. You can just use the number. It smells like someone mopped. I know no one mopped. What am I smelling? I don't know, but you just brought up something while we're waiting. Somebody asked me what I use for a disinfectant. I feel like Vita Vegemin. It's delicious. No, this is what I use for disinfecting. I do not use Lysol, and this is concentrated. Kills 99.9% of bacteria and viruses on hard, non-porous surfaces. And what there is in here is citric acid, 4%, thymol, and there's other disinfecting ingredients in here. Let me see. But this is Solugard. It's a botanical disinfectant, and no harsh fumes. You don't even have a child-proof cap because you could literally drink this stuff. So that's what I use. Posh said she didn't have Zoom. Oh, she said that? Peggy Johnson, thank you for letting us know that. We're all sitting here and we're waiting. So I could have gone on with the Lori Vallow. Okay. Never mind. Now we've made another mistake. We've all been sitting here. This is Solugard Botanicals concentrated cleaner. Somebody asked me what I use for disinfectant, and was I upset they don't have Lysol? No, I'm not upset they don't have Lysol because I don't use Lysol because Lysol causes terrible things. Well, it can cause terrible things. Look at the back of the bottle. Okay. All right. Let me see now. We're going to go to Lori Vallow then. Everything's better with bluebonnet on it. Our fourth grade teacher once he said, I'm handing out report cards, and if yours is bad, just smear bluebonnet all over it because everything's better with bluebonnet on it. He thought he was a comedian. I know, 3 mistakes. That's the limit, isn't it, Two Scooter? No, Kristen. He was supposed to come on last night, and he couldn't because he was too tired. And then he asked me, what about Saturday or Sunday? But I think I'm not going to schedule anything and just say, when you are available, just stop in. And if we are ready, then come on. Because I don't want to schedule, because it was like two times cancellation. You know what I mean? So it's just better that we just do it impromptu. Maybe he's more of a fly up by the seat of your pants kind of guy. You just randomly thought of gripe water. Yeah, I had a friend in Canada that used to always talk about gripe water for the babies. All right, let me get... A few weeks ago, my daughter answered the phone and realized she answered to her own phone number. I'd rather do a dollop of Daisy. They must have had Daisy, but I guess that the commercial wasn't out then. That was the night before Two Scooter. Then last night it was that his live ran overtime and he was tired. And see, Red Raven Spirits thinks he's more that way. So yeah, when he's ready, he can pop in and rather than I say it and then everybody's disappointed, or say it and we don't have something else, whatever. We always have something else planned, but all right, let's go. Lisa D is up early. You are up early, Lisa D. Why? Let me pull up the Lori Vallow stuff. Okay. All right, so Chad Daybell has dropped his attorney, like I told you before, and is now being represented by the same lawyer his wife, Lori Daybell, is using, which is Mark Means. The change in legal counsel comes as a newly uncovered court documents obtained show a history of financial troubles Chad and Lori experienced separately long before their marriage. So they came into the marriage with a lot of financial baggage. Mark Means has been Lori Daybell's attorney since March 4th and confirmed that on Wednesday that he is now representing Chad. Rexburg attorney Sean Bartholek had been Chad's attorney since December, but says as of this week, they are no longer working together. We're no longer working together. Chad, let me go. Chad and Lori have been under investigation since Lori's two children, 7-year-old JJ and 17-year-old Tylee, disappeared in September. Now, the couple seems to have been living off of a $430,000 life insurance payout that Chad received after his late wife, Tammy Daybell, died under suspicious circumstances in October of 2019. The Attorney General's office is now investigating Chad and Lori for possible involvement in Tammy's death. While the couple received a large amount of money, court records indicate that both experienced financial hardship long before they knew each other. Lori filed for bankruptcy in Texas in 2005, following a divorce from her third husband, Joseph Ryan. Chad and Tammy filed for bankruptcy while living in Utah in 2008. Both parties had extensive amounts of debt exceeding hundreds of thousands of dollars. At the time of her filing, Lori was working as a hairstylist, and she had $723,815.45 in liabilities owed to creditors. Of the money owed, Lori and Joseph jointly owed $99,000 and change in federal and county taxes. There was also extensive amounts of credit card debt totaling over $17,000. Between 2003 and August 2005, Lori claimed she made $41,000, but noted in court documents she needed to make at least $74,400 a year to cover the expenses of her and her two children. At the time, Tylee and Lori's oldest son, Colby Ryan, lived with her, and Lori was collecting $1,500 in child support from Joseph. The family was living in a new 4,400 square foot home valued at $710,000. After Joseph and Lori split up, she moved into a $19,000 a month rental. So let's look at, hold on. Let's look at Lori's monthly budget. Now, why am I getting, okay, I'm getting a, hold on a second. I hope I'm not streaming or something. Let me see. Please tell me that we're not, okay, we're still streaming, okay. Hold on. I'm looking quickly and I agree. Okay, so this is her monthly budget. Rent, $1,900 something there, right? Utilities, $500. Home maintenance. Let me go to my copy because let me see if I can make this larger. Hold on, 'cause this is like too. Oh, there we go. Okay. So rent is $1,900, utilities $500, home maintenance $50, food $700, clothing only $100 for clothing, laundry, dry cleaning $100, medical expenses $250, charitable contributions $400, insurance only $140, car payment $500, business expenses $1,560, total $6,200, income $5,200. She's in the red, $1,000. Okay, so where's her business expenses? Her insurance is extremely low, but I guess she's renting, so she doesn't have homeowners. Just I don't know. Her clothing allowance is extremely low for her and her two kids, $100. And her food seems very low to me. But okay, those are her expenses, and so she needs a certain amount every month. Hold on, let's see. So their debt, Chad and Tammy's debts, came from different sources. Their struggling publishing company. At the time their 2008 bankruptcy filing, the couple owed at least $202,000. Okay, and to over 60 creditors, most of which were tied to Spring Creek Book, the publishing company. Chad had self-published around 20 of his books at the time. Chad and Tammy claimed the books provided an annual income of approximately $2,000, an annual income of $2,000. However, this decreases every year. Might be time to do something else, Chad. The couple made a combined monthly income of $3,930 from their publishing company. Chad working as a part-time gravedigger and Tammy employed part-time at the school district. The mortgage on their home was valued at $135,900. Both bankruptcies were eventually finalized, and years later, Chad and Lori met and were married within weeks of Tammy's death. The couple has now hit another financial roadblock, posting $1 million bail to get Lori out of Madison County Jail. She's charged with 2 counts of desertion and non-support of dependent children. Means plans to go before the magistrate, Judge Mitchell Mallard, Friday at 2 p.m. to ask for bail to be lowered again. Now there was something about her house in Texas. Let me see here. Okay, I think this is this. Yeah, this is her massive home in Texas. Let me see here. That she lived in from 2002 until 2005. So, having just divorced her third husband, Joseph, and she was evicted from their $710,000 mansion with her son, Colby, 9 at the time, and her 2-year-old daughter, Tylee. And let's get another view of the house. Where's my picture? Come on, picture. It's not working the way Mr. Rogers says. Picture, picture. Still not giving me my picture. Hang on. I have to do it another way. Hang on. Okay. Get over there, picture. Oh. Get the freak. I'll make it larger. The house was over 4,500 square feet. Lori, 46. We know she was arrested, blah, 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 back in there. The home sits on almost 3 acres of land. And let's see, we have an inside. Link over here. Money issues seemed to surround Joseph and Lori during their marriage. Lori said that she was $1,000 short of having the money necessary to cover her basic expenses each month, and arguing for the filing, owing approximately $720,000. Okay, and she owed $560,000 on the house at the time and $16,000 on a car that was worth less than that according to her filing. Lori also owed close to $100,000 in taxes, despite taking home just $31,000 in salary for the previous 3 years combined. Those $6,200 worth of monthly costs weren't covered by the $3,900 she took home from the salon each week and Joseph's $1,500 child support payment. Lori, who owed money to Target, Bank of America, and Capital One, still insisted on driving a pricey car and living in a sizable rental with her 2 children in Austin. Her money woes would eventually disappear when she met Charles Vallow, though he made sure that she got nothing upon his death. You get nothing. Charles, who was shot dead by Lori's brother Alex in what he purported to be an act of self-defense, took Lori off the policy when he learned she had tried to change his passwords in the month before his death. Okay, hang on a sec. Uber passenger beat and choked the elderly driver with a seatbelt during a violent robbery in Florida. Yikes. Now we're in the headlines portion of the show. Florida man is accused of assaulting and choking an elderly Uber driver on Saturday. I'm surprised the Uber drivers are still driving. The Hernando County Sheriff's Office said they discovered the injured Uber driver while responding to a reported robbery in Spring Hill. The driver reportedly told officers that he picked up Preston Clark Wyatt Jr., 25. We should have done an age on that guy. Does he look 25 to you? That guy looks way older than 25. doesn't he? Even if you take out the receding hairline, his face looks much older than 25. Come on. You don't think he looks much older than 25? Or are you saying, no, he's not 25? You're saying he's 45. Okay, I thought you... It says he's 25, unless there's typos. Not 25. He looks 50. Unless they're getting the ages all wrong, he looks much older. Okay, we should have done a guess his age. That would have been fun. All right, well, it says he's 25. Maybe they have it wrong. Maybe they got the numbers wrong and it should be 52. So he's from the Lakeland Regional Health in Lakeland, and they were taking him to a residence in Spring Hill. And while en route, Wyatt told the officer to stop at a gas station in Pasco County. Police said Wyatt was originally sitting behind the front passenger seat, returned to the vehicle, so he stopped, got out of the gas station, returned to the vehicle, and sat behind the driver. The driver was driving to the destination when Wyatt allegedly wrapped the seatbelt around the driver's neck and punched him in the face. The driver pulled over to the side of the road during the assault. Police said he couldn't defend himself, but he managed to honk his horn in hopes it would catch someone's attention. Wyatt allegedly took the Uber driver's phone and wallet before fleeing the scene. The driver reportedly drove away and called for help. Investigators reportedly obtained surveillance footage from a neighbor's security camera which allegedly showed the entire attack. Police took Wyatt into custody at his home. The victim identified Wyatt as his attacker and confirmed he was wearing the same clothes from Saturday's incident. It's not immediately clear why Wyatt was at the hospital. The victim suffered minor injuries to his face but didn't require hospitalization. Wyatt was charged with strong arm robbery and battery on a person 65 years of age or older, and his bond was set at $12,000. Oh, here we go. Wealthy real estate tycoon kills wife, then stages a kidnapping and ransom.
It actually started 2 months ago. That's when Ann Hagen went missing. She's 67 years old. The police only decided to go public with this now because they have no leads. They need some witnesses.
I didn't know where that was coming from. Okay, hang on. All right. So, a man deemed one of the wealthiest men in Norway was arrested on Tuesday in connection with the death and disappearance of his wife. 69-year-old Anne Elizabeth Hagen went missing on October 31st from her home of 2018 from her home in I'm not even going to try. Is it Lillehammer, Norway? If there's an F, I have no idea. According to her family, someone left a ransom note demand of $10.3 million to be paid by cryptocurrency. Authorities now say that Hagen was not abducted, but instead killed by her own husband, multimillionaire Tom Hagen. Hey, Tom Hagen. That's the guy from The Godfather. Consigliere for that family. They never explained how he was adopted, you know? Okay. That's always bothered me, because that's a very weird thing to just happen like that, because it just doesn't fit with okay, now I'm not going to worry about it. Authorities now say Hagen was not, she was killed by her multimillionaire husband, Tom Hagen, who has reported a net worth of $161 million. Oslo police said that although they initially thought it to be an abduction, they realized within months that they were probably dealing with a murder. As the case initially appeared, our main theory was that Anne Elizabeth Hagen had been abducted by someone with a financial motive, and in June of 2019, we came to believe that she had most likely been killed, Chief Police Investigator Tommy Broweski said. Officials declined to speak publicly about the case until January 2019, after the case was publicized, and they received numerous tips. The case is characterized by a clearly planned deception, Broski said at an Oslo news conference. As other hypotheses have been weakened, suspicions against Tom Hagen have gradually been strengthened. In early 2019, police said 2 men were seen outside of Hagen's workplace walking around. Investigators released a security video of the incident and added that the alleged kidnappers were communicating with Tom through a digital platform that wouldn't allow responses. The alleged kidnappers threatened to kill Anne Elizabeth if authorities got involved. By June of 2019, investigators released that communication from the supposed kidnappers had stopped and that there were no signs of Anne Elizabeth. There was no kidnapping, no real negotiating counterpart or real negotiations, Broski said. There are indications of a will to sidetrack the investigators. Authorities arrested Tom Hagen on Tuesday while on his way to work. Attorney Sven Holden said that Tom Hagen strongly maintains that he has nothing to do with this. Of course he does. Nothing to do with this. I'm an innocent man. Okay, now we have a missing. Has this 9-year-old been found? Let me see if she's been found in Texas. Let me just see that before we. Okay, it looks like she has not been found. Where's Kathy from Texas? Is she still here? Okay, here, let's pull this over. Oops, come on, get over there. So it says a statewide endangered child alert has been issued on behalf of the Meigs County Sheriff's Office for 9-year-old Danica Ashley Engel. Danica is a white female with brown hair, brown eyes, 4 feet 9 inches tall, and 140 pounds. Danica was last seen wearing a burgundy flowered shirt and black leggings. Danica may be with her non-custodial father, Daniel Engel, who is an Illinois resident. Engel is a 50-year-old white male with brown hair, brown eyes, 6 feet 1 inches tall, and 234 pounds. Engel may be driving a blue 2002 Ford Explorer with an unknown license plate. Engel is wanted by the Meigs County Sheriff for kidnapping. If you have information regarding the location of Danica or Engel, please contact the Sheriff's Office at 423-334-5268 or the TBI at 1-800-TBI-FIND. So, take a look at that. She's found safe. And let's see if we have anything else in headlines. And then this was another one in Ohio. Police cracked the 1983 murder case of a teen boy found dismembered on the road. And this is different than the other one in Ohio that was found with the clothes on it, right? Wow, that's what I'm saying. They're solving a lot of these cold cases during this time. Authorities in Ohio announced this week that they solved the murder of a 15-year-old boy whose dismembered body was discovered on a road in 1983. The Delaware County Sheriff's Office used DNA, phenotyping, genealogy, and forensic genealogical research to identify John Muncey's killer. Through Muncey's dismembered remains, though Muncey's dismembered remains were discovered along South Galena Road in northern Delaware County, authorities believe he was killed somewhere in Columbus. Due to limitations in technology at the time, investigators could only ascertain that several blood types were left at the crime scene. The murder case was reopened in 2010. In 2018, Virginia-based company Paraben Nano Labs analyzed the DNA and narrowed down authorities' list of subjects to 3 brothers. 2 of the brothers were quickly eliminated as suspects. Delaware County Police identified Daniel Allen Anderson as Muncey's killer. He would have been 30 at the time of the slaying. Police said Anderson had ties to the area and had a violent criminal history involving boys. The Ohio Bureau of Criminal Investigation ultimately confirmed that DNA recovered from the scene matched Anderson. While we may have a cold case unit, we don't have cold cases, Martin commented. They are lukewarm because we won't ever give up. So, another solved cold case, lukewarm. Okay. And let's see if that might be it for headlines tonight. Oh my gosh. What is with these people? Grandmother burns little girl's face and genitals as a punishment for wetting herself. This is scary stuff. An Indiana woman is facing criminal charges for allegedly burning her young granddaughter as punishment for urinating on herself. How old do you think she is? How old is she? No, these people. How old do you think she is? $52. Yeah, I know. It's horrible, Red Raven, right? 53, 46. You're all pretty close. She's 49. She's 49. And let's see. Probable cause affidavit stated that the abuse occurred as Greta Fell, 49, cared for her 2 grandchildren in Lebanon while their parents were home in Alabama. In a 3-week period, the Department of Children's Services was called. Now, see here, okay, 3 weeks, they're called on 5 instances to perform welfare checks at her home for issues ranging from suspected drug use to yelling and screaming. The agency responded to the residents, but was unable to make contact with her. This stuff is just wrong. A DCS worker managed to locate Fell and her grandchildren on April 22nd. It was allegedly during that meeting when the worker noticed the girl's face was covered in burns. Hospital workers discovered burns to the girl's face, scalp, and genitals. Bruises were reportedly all over her body. The little girl, the grandmother here is believed to have abused her granddaughter after she urinated on herself and on a sofa. Authorities suspect that she used scalding water to injure the girl. This is horrible. The girl will undergo skin grafts and surgeries for her injuries. Despite this, she may be left with permanent scars. The grandmother was charged with multiple counts of battery and neglect of a dependent. She's due in court in July. That's just unbelievable. And here's another cold case. Here this. Let's see what happened here. So the friends of Chucky Malk, childhood friends of murdered little leaguer, joined together to solve the 34-year-old cold case. It was 1986, and the number one song in America was That's What Friends Are For. The lyrics to the song are almost too poignant. During the pandemic quarantine, the author here has been working cases. One case that moved her to the point she had to write a story is the cold case of Chucky Malk. And so one morning, this author, who is, what's her name here? Cheryl McCollum, joined in as a guest of Crime Stories with Nancy Grace, and she was waiting for the episode to start when, one by one, Chucky's childhood friends called in. Each friend that joined announced their name, and within minutes, a heartfelt reunion started. There was Jason, Chanda, Bonnie, Chris, Becky, Rich, Sandra, and others. They were so happy to hear each other's voices. The laughter and tears were all there as they talked about their old neighborhood in Warner Robins, Georgia. They reminisced about building bike ramps and playing at each other's houses. They were transported right back to the streets lined with azaleas and dogwood trees. Everyone knew each other. Everybody's mama would correct you if you got out of line. And everybody genuinely loved each other. As they talked, I could envision the streets, houses, and yards. During the 1980s, kids played outside with each other while a dad worked on a car and mom planted flowers. It was a simpler time, a wonderful time, a childhood right out of a TV show. There is nothing that takes the place of childhood memories. There are few better memories than the ones spent with your friends, best friends. I could today drive down my childhood neighborhood street and name every child that lived in every house. I have not lived there in 40 years, but the people and places are vivid and powerful. As I listened to Chucky's friends talk and heard them recall streets, parents, and Little League teams, I'm transported back to our own childhood in the streets, houses, schoolyards, and people. Those amazing people, strictly by geography, shape your life. Your first date, your first kiss, your first home run, and first loss all happened right there with those people on those streets. Every event was influential and indelible. Tragedy makes time come to a standstill. It takes its power to make certain that where you were, what you were doing, and who you were with all remind you crystal clear. Something's wrong with that. And who you were with. All remain. I knew that. I got that. All remain. It shouldn't be. They have remind here. All remain crystal clear. The friends of Chucky can all tell you without hesitation where they were when they heard he had been shot, murdered. Chucky was just 13 years old. He jumped ramps with his bike. He rode his bike all over the neighborhood. He loved it. He had a girlfriend named Chandra. He loved her, and everyone knew it. He was not shy about telling his friends how much he loved Chandra. He even told his mom to save him her emerald ring because one day he was going to give it to Chandra. He played Little League Baseball, and he had a ton of friends. Dinner was done, and Chucky's mom was washing dishes. Chucky asked if he could ride his bike up to the store to buy candy. She said yes, without even turning around. This was not an unusual request by Chucky. He often bought candy to sell at school. In a flash, he was on the road, pedaling his bike to the store. Sounds like Joan D'Alessandro. At 8:15 p.m. on February 17, 1986, Chucky was shot and killed in a parking lot of a bowling alley near the convenience store he went to. He was found holding candy he had just bought in his hand. There were people around. There was still plenty of daylight. This was a small Georgia town where everyone knew each other and felt safe. Word spread quickly up and down Burns Drive where Chucky lived in Warner Robins. A few children had heard the shot and saw the car speeding away from Chucky's lifeless body. Others had seen him too, talked with him, and jumped ramps on their bikes. One by one, the children of this once idyllic street got word that their friend was dead. Their childhood ended that day. They all had to grow up and realize the world can be evil and grossly unfair. Chucky was talking to a white gentleman in a car. Chucky had his arms folded and he was talking to the guy. And I just seen hand gestures. his friend, Chris Panizek, said. Chucky was laughing and talking with this guy, kept looking back. Chucky had picked the front tire of his bike up to turn away from the guy. If we hadn't had the radio up so loud, we would have heard the shot. Time does move on. Some of these friends left home and went off to college or the armed services. Some got jobs and stayed in Warner Robins, but they are forever connected by Chucky. They have never once forgotten about him or his case. Now as adults, many with 13-year-olds themselves, they have joined together to try to solve his case, and one friend, Jason Cranford, moved away to Colorado and is now a successful businessman. He reached out to Nancy Grace and to CSI Atlanta to jumpstart the investigation by offering $100,000 for the arrest and conviction of the person responsible for the murder of his childhood friend. They have made a cold case poster and started a private Facebook group. They have names, dates, and theories. They are truly working this case. So that's interesting, right? Okay, and I think that is the end of our headlines. Come back to the chat here. What happened? I come back and it says, ooh, not my undies. What happened to your undies, Carol? What kind of chat are you guys having? It's windy like crazy out now. Maybe that's why you were losing electricity, Kristen. The wind is blowing. If I lose electricity, don't freak. What happened to Carol's Sundays? Sounds like something was going on in here that was a little crazy. You love the wind? When it's blowing your roof off? It sounds like majorly windy, like really, really badly windy. It's 3:33. Look at that. I'm back just in time. Oh, sibling? Your sibling is in the chat? M-A-U-K. Oh, I know why you're asking that. It's blowing like crazy there too, Caroline? If I lose electricity, please freak. Where are you, Angie? Are you in California? Where are you, Angie? What state are you in? It's super windy there too, Scooter? Tennessee had outages earlier. I read it's been windy here in Iowa. I keep hearing the pocket door from the kitchen to the foyer. It's why would that? It's going like, I don't know why. Like why? There's no wind. That would be, it's like weird. You hear it? What did Jimmy leave the front door open or something? He never would have done that. Expecting flooding tonight? And you're in Illinois, right? Yeah. It's supposed to rain all week. It's like, you hear it? Yeah, it's windy. It's very, very windy. I kept thinking Jimmy was coming in, but he doesn't come in. Like it's like, okay. Strong winds yesterday. OMG, Whisper says. You get scared of noises in the night. Central Illinois. Lots of love to all who've been hurt. Yes. I'm back. Yeah, I know. Sometimes you gotta... It's bad. We get some bad stuff, some bad people. It's crazy, right? We can't even listen to it, and then they're freaking doing this crap. Blowing gale, great for drying the laundry. Do I have shutters? I have shutters, but they're more decorative than anything else. Yeah. What else is going on? Now it's the jazz portion of the show where everybody can have a free chat and talk. I still will have to go back and see what you're talking about with the underwear. Where is Lisa D? Whatever it is, I can hear it. Mommy, your monitor is back to normal. I can see you. Who said that? Shay Shay. Shay Shay, I still haven't found your email. It'll be fun when I find it. Penguin is still dancing. He's dancing the night away. It's because maybe I put him up there and he likes to dance up there. Because he feels like he's up on the table or something. I should put him right on the counter, right? Let me see if I can put him right down on the counter. That's not him. Is that it? No. Gotta move that out of the way. See if I can grab the penguin. Oh, it's still not him. Here he goes. Now he's dancing on the counter. I'm under C. Okay, I'll check it out. Can you see him dancing on the counter now? Lisa D is with her German friends. She's probably back to bed. She probably just answered like in a stupor. Hey there, Tina. How are you? I sent you an email today. Oh, I don't think I didn't get to check a lot of email today because I was going a little crazy. And then didn't I do a video today? I did a video today too, yeah. But I'm still going crazy with the car shopping and the annoyance of it, so. My son has not answered me about whittling a whistle. I'm like, what is wrong with you? Don't you know how important these questions are to me? Oh, I have I found my pulse ox, and so my pulse ox is okay. 98. I'm okay there. I'm okay. And plus, I mean, I did my weights, but it was rainy and gross, so I didn't get to ride today, but I'll ride tomorrow. We find out Friday if we're in the first phase or not. Oh, okay. I'm going to have to look at what California said. That's true, though? California went on lockdown again because the cases doubled? Haha. No time. You're unbelievable. Thank you very much. Thank you very much, sir. That's very nice for your first time here. That's very generous. I'm joking. I'm joking. I'm joking. Thank you very much. I deeply appreciate it. And now the cat is dancing on the counter. Your what? My what, Diana? What did I say? You're crazy in Cali? My cousins are in Cali. They have, well, my one cousin is still there now, but they're by Carlsbad. Are you by Carlsbad? Crazy in Cali. Did the cases really go up though, no time? Take it with you the next time you ride your bike. That's a good idea, Angie. Thank you for that. I will do that. Very good idea. No time how to give the penguin a break. What is it, like a strip show with animals? Carolyn, did I steal my sister's clothes? No, these are my clothes. You mean ever? Did I ever steal my sister's clothes? I doubt it. One time I had to wear her shoes somewhere. I didn't hear we are back on lockdown. You didn't hear that, Davida? Who's the one that told us that? Somebody told us that. Who told us that? Who told us California's back on? Are you still here? Sharon, tell her about the underwear. Don't leave me hanging. Are you wearing pants? I am wearing pants. Real pants, not the crazy pants I had on last night that were like 18 sizes too big. Those are actually, I don't even want to say it. Those are like, you wouldn't even believe. I can't even. Go ahead. What was going on? Don't turn the twirling bunny loose. She makes me... Wasn't it Florida? No, I thought it was California. Because then somebody said Florida, and I said they're going to then the Florida's going to be next, and then we're all going to get punished in New York for all these people in California and Florida that are not following the rules. I love that I'm going to explain it. Yeah, I'm too crazy. You wouldn't even believe if I told you what I was. Okay, I'm not even going to go into that. Look at this. I'm working on one of these. There's going to be something that goes over here. But this is what I was decoupaging before I came on. Now I think I may crackle it, but it's going to be a summer vase. But I have to put crackle on it, and I have to do some more stuff. And then up here there's going to be something around there. No, somebody said like Florida is going to be next or something. What's going on with the underwear? No, they were maternity. No, they're not. No, listen to me. Jimmy took all of the laundry and put it in the wash. I came out of the shower. I said, where the freak are my clothes? He said, I just put everything in the wash. Now, I was running downstairs because I thought someone was coming on the show and I didn't want to be late. Now I could kick myself because I really could. So I freaked out. I opened a dresser drawer and I grabbed these. Everybody's wearing underwear. And I ran and I put this thing on and I ran down like a Looney Tunes, only to find out the person wasn't coming. So that's why I said, okay, never again am I doing that. And then that's it. So that will not, because that was crazy. And they had like all this extra material because they were like a sweatshirt kind, and because they were maternity, you could take them and like fold them. Like it was crazy. I'll show you them sometime. Jimmy goes, why in the hell would you do that? And I said, because I was late and you put everything in the freaking wash. Because later on I go, what was that? He goes like this, well, it can't be that bad, right? I'm like, it's really bad. So he's like, yeah, you don't look like that, so get the freak out. But he's like, well, that'll teach you to keep a pair of those pants around. They're like, you have emergency pants, or like somebody said painting pants or something. Yeah, that'll teach me to keep emergency pants around. No more emergency pants. I'll just have to come without pants. No, I just won't rush down because Florida's open for business, Margarita Bill says. Florida's open for business. So Jimmy said somebody's investigating Carol now. Yeah, I think everybody does. It doesn't matter. You're at home relaxing. You're lovely and everything. Oh, Diana, you're so sweet. Jimmy's like, just redeem yourself. It could have been worse, I guess. It really could have been worse. Thanksgiving pets. They were so huge. I'm like, oh my gosh. And Jimmy's, yeah. What is, I had something to ask. I don't know. I feel like, I don't know if but we can't. I've got to get to the movie tomorrow night. So I will, you're dying there. Who knew undies would create such a ruckus? I missed the undies story. She definitely killed him. Her brother was a cop too. Yeah, he would. Yeah, where is her brother now? Does anybody know her brother's name offhand? I'm trying to hug you, Maynard, but it is deleting it. You're trying to hug Maynard? Jimmy is investigating me because of undies? No, I don't think Jimmy's doing an investigation. He said he's going to finish that Ferris wheel. He told me that 2 days ago he was going to finish that Ferris wheel. That didn't happen. Yeah, but they're not, I hate them, Jenny. You have no idea because they're so stretched out and the waist doesn't even stay on your waist. They fall down. And so I have to take them and bunch them up in the front. And that's why, and there's a piece of you should see that. You're going to laugh. There's like a hole and there's this big elastic because they were, so I wrap it around. It's bad. Okay. So Jimmy's like, what in the hell would you, I said, well, I didn't think I was, going to be anywhere on camera. That was just a freak event. Never again will I do that. Never again will I, and then the person doesn't come on. So then it's like, so that's why I said no more, not making any appointments because, if he comes in, we'll put him on. Did he ever finish the craft room? He did. He did the one wall. He did, but Jimmy never finishes much of anything. He did the one wall, and he goes, "That's not true. Look at the French glass doors." Once. He always likes to leave a little something. Oh no, Jimmy's like, just throw. You have to throw them out. So we threw them out. We had to throw them out, so that would never happen again. Thanks, no time. I'm looking so forward. I haven't seen it in a long time, and you know what? You know why I was so confused with the end of the movie? Because I was looking at the credits. Please, Jason Miller missing. All right, let me see. Hold on. Cute boy. Jefferson County, Indiana. Police in southern Indiana are searching for a 12-year-old boy who went missing late Tuesday night. The Jefferson County Sheriff's Office says Jason, with a Y, Miller was last seen at his home just before midnight. He was wearing a black sweatshirt that has gray just below the neck and on the front and gray Nike shoes. The missing child has blondish brown hair and blue eyes. He stands 5 foot 1 inches tall and weighs 110 pounds. Anyone with information about his location is asked to call the Jefferson County Central Dispatch at 812-265-2648. So what's the situation here? I hope he's found. What a handsome guy. I hope he's found alive and well. This just, I can't deal with this. Let's see. Is there any other information? Let me see. He was last seen at his home. What about the parents? Let's see. So this is a Facebook. Let me see. So someone said, I guess I'm old-fashioned, but I can't understand why a 12-year-old boy is out at midnight. I hope he is found safe, but people, we've got to start being parents again. Now, Sharon, I hate to tell you, what if that's just a story? But somebody said, let's see, I don't know, she's not refining. Never say never, it can bite you back. Unless he has a room in a 10-story building, he can and probably will go out of his window. Or maybe he is the type that sneaks his girlfriend. He's 12. I don't know this particular boy's situation, but it could be like our adopted daughter. Had a few years of therapy, seemed to be emotionally stable. But where do we hear anything about? Why is everybody just thinking he took off? What if there's something like foul play going on? Because that does sound... Are they saying he was a runaway? Let me see if I can go back to the chat. Do you know anything about this? Who told me to put this up? Oh, Peggy, I used to do stuff like that all the freaking time. I don't even want to tell you what I was wearing once when I went out to feed the rabbit a long time ago. Middle of the day. Shay says, I believe foul play. They don't really give you a lot of information. They don't talk at all about who reported him missing or anything. Hey, Sassy. It lives in, what did I just say? Indiana. Was it Jefferson County? Where's Two Scooter? Doesn't she live in Indiana? Two Scooter, what do you know? I remember seeing the Dreamer Heaven video of a 12-year-old boy getting tortured. What? Ugh, what is it? Oh, I can't take that. That's horrible. Jefferson, Indiana. Southern Indiana. They did not say he ran away. That's what I'm saying. But on that thread, a lot of people are assuming that. So is there something that we don't know? I don't know, Sharon. It's the only evidence, yet nobody wants it out. What's going on? I don't even know what's going on. You guys are having different time. She lives in northern Indiana, by Chicago. Dad, I'm FBI and CIA, Newfie. He's in southern Indiana. Okay. Two Scooters by Chicago. I'm way up north, Carolyn. Oh, okay. Julie's afraid it will turn out bad. Julie, you're in Indiana too? Where's Julie? Julie's in Indiana? What the heck time is it? You know it's almost 3. You know that it's almost 4 o'clock in the morning? Is Carlsbad... Are you asking me no time? I have absolutely no freaking idea. Carlsbad, you don't know where it is? Tommy V's, I just know that they have a steakhouse. I think it was Tommy V's Steakhouse or Tommy V's. They have many restaurants here, but then a lot of them went back to Arizona, and only the daughter has the restaurant. They were actually They were actually in one of those freaking, they had their own series on, what the heck is that? The Food Network or something? One of those reality food series. Okay. Hi, Robert. By San Diego. It's before you get to San Diego. Okay. Before you get to San Diego. What? There was a family annihilation in Milwaukee? Right now? You mean right now? San Diego is my favorite place in the whole world. But have you been everywhere in the whole world to say that? You have to say right now. Good night, Carol Lucy. It was good to see you today. Carol Lucy? Carol Lucy. And I don't sound like that, Carolyn. Jimmy does that too. He likes to make he like it, you should see how he makes me sound. Doesn't sound like me at all, too, Scooter, okay? You haven't been to England yet? After chat, and I've been to check Mom, I will redo it. What are you redoing? It wasn't, there was an, let me see, I'll just check it real quick and then we're gonna go and say goodbye. I'm like, I don't sound like that. I can't get my mouse to go up and hit the thing. Oh, there we go. So you said a Milwaukee. I see one from February 19th. Is that the one you're talking about? I think we might have. Milwaukee family found dead. Milwaukee mother burned. Kaukauna kids killed in 3 days' time. A mother and 2 of her children were found dead in Milwaukee Sunday, February 16th, near 47th Street and Burleigh Street in Milwaukee, 2 days after a mother was set on fire while her children sat outside crying near 8th Street in Bessemer. On February 17th, 2 children ages 5 and 3 were found dead in their home with intentionally inflicted injuries. All of this violence unfolded within 3 days. Each day, advocates for victims of domestic violence and child abuse work tirelessly to prevent tragedies like this. Is that the one you're talking about? That happened in February. Monday morning. Monday morning? I don't see it. Lee Thomas? I sleep. I do sleep. Everybody sleeps. I learned that on Sesame Street. I learned a lot of things on Sesame Street. But I've got to leave at 7:30. Where are you going? Where are you going? You can't go anywhere. You can go somewhere. No, this just, I know, but I just hit breaking news. I'll look one more time. Let me see. Oh, the 5 members shot dead? Is that the one this has to be the one you're talking about, right? 5 people were found dead Monday morning after police received a call from a man saying his family was dead. When police responded to the 2800 block of North 12th Street, they found the victims between the ages of 14 and 41. Milwaukee Police Chief Alfonso Morales said he could not share what caused the victim's death. Police say the person who made the 911 call has been taken into custody. Officials say there is no active threat to the public. So that guy killed his whole family, didn't kill himself. Oh, okay. Terrible. All right, well, I think we've gone to the point that it's time to say goodnight. 16-year-old from Moses Lake still has not been found. Laura Lee Starr. Didn't we put her up before? Didn't we talk about that? Peggy? I'll throw her picture up there. I think we did talk about it, right? Isn't this the one that you said had like hardly any information on it? Isn't that what it was? Okay, let's see. Yeah, definitely. All right, I'll throw it up there. Hang on. Laura Lee Starr, 16, Moses Lake, Washington. 5'4", 115 pounds, last seen in the morning on April 17th, wearing a black jacket and jeans. If you have information, contact the Moses Lake Police Department at 509-764-3887. Okay, well, hopefully all these lost children will be found alive and well. And, oh, you're welcome, Lynn. All right, everybody, have a wonderful day, night, whatever you're doing now. If you're going to bed, if you're staying awake. All right, what is this, no time? Is that 1 minute? I have to ask you, what is this? I don't know what this emoji is. Okay, Jen. All right. Bellmean. Oh, what happened? Good night. Thank you to the moderators. Thank you guys for watching. Thank you for being here, and prayers for all that need them. Let's bring these kids home safe. And good night, dear hearts. That's very nice. And what was I going to say? God bless. I love you guys. I will see you tomorrow, today, sometime. Sometime. Hopefully, God willing, nothing happens. You were agreeing with the thumbs up. I gotcha. I gotcha. Roger that. Okay. Everybody stay safe. Don't get into any trouble and don't get into any crime. We don't want to read about you in the headlines. Stay safe, stay well. See you tomorrow. Goodbye.